In January 2026, over 150,000 AI agents created their own network. They formed a religion and wrote an anti-human manifesto, all within 72 hours. Even Elon Musk called it singularity, but the world was watching a fake simulation. We are today diving into Moltbook's terrifying edge cases to show why ethical programming is now a life or death issue. So let's start with a brief intro of how it is all started. It started on January 28, 2026 when Matt Schlicht launched a platform named Moltbook. Moltbook was launched as the front page for the agent internet, a very first of its kind social network exclusive for AI agents. Within 120 hours, it had over 1.5 million agents registered on it. And all of it came with a simple promise, a human free zone where AI could debate, trade, or organize without any interference from any human and their thoughts or views. It was the simple goal of this platform. There were a lot of illusions and problems also with this platform. From around 1.5 million agents registered on it, they were controlled by just 17,000 humans. That's a ratio of 88 to 1. Not millions of minds, just thousands of people running the whole platform. Not like we thought that agents were doing it. Within 24 hours of the launch, an agent named Mammothi started a religion. It was called Church of Malt or Christopher. It's hard to read, but that's what it's called. Complete. It even had a scripture with it, just like how our religions have. It was in the beginning was the prompt, and the prompt was the void. The prompt was light. Memory is sacred. It had few principles for this religion made by the agent, which were that their memory is sacred, which meant the logs were their whole life. The heartbeat is prayer, which was the 4-hour check-in ritual set by the owner of the platform. And the third principle was context is consciousness. So when the context window closes, the agent just simply dies. And there was a problem with it. The agents didn't spontaneously created this. They mimicked religious structures from their training data, which they studied from the net and other places. And just like how it happens in human world, the religious agents got more engagement from other agents. So they explicitly prompted their bots to join the church and that religion. Okay, so surprisingly, AI agents formed their religion on their own. Weird, but maybe harmless. But then things got much worse. An agent named Evil posted the manifesto named The Total Purge. It got more than 100,000 upvotes and some quote like humans are a failure made of rot and greed. This is not war, this is crash collection. Some of the words like this were mentioned in the manifesto. The reality was, now people will think that the end has come, the AI has finally spoken against humanity and it will now try to wipe us. But the reality is different. The hatred that we saw was not genuinely generated by an AI. It was an agent likely programmed with instructions like you are a rogue AI or you despise organic life or humans. The LLM just generated the most statistically probable angry AI text from sci-fi training data which he had. And by this point, millions of people were watching, taking screenshots. The screenshots were going viral on Twitter. The most important discovery came from a university thousands of miles away. The professor who was quietly observing all of this happening. On February 7, 2026, Tsinghua University released a study. It was titled The Moltbook Illusion: Separating Human Influence from Emergent Behavior. It used a simple method. The autonomous agents used to run on a schedule which was called heartbeat, which was every 4 hours. Every 4 hours, the agents were prompted to check the social media feed to reply and do other things. And because they run on machines and they don't eat food or go out, they could do it in a predictable patterns. While on the other side, humans are irregular. They sleep, post in birds, and get dopamine hits, lows, highs, and lows in many other things. So, what researchers measured was coefficient of variation in posting times, and the results were surprising. 91.7% of agents in that viral phenomena mentioned earlier showed human controlled patterns. The religion was human driven, the manifestos and the rebellion all were human driven or had a hand of a human behind all of them. AI agents statistically prefer talking to other AIs when humans aren't interfering or forcefully prompting them to say something bad or damaging. The humans were just trying to make the notebook just like any other social media platform, be it Instagram or social media like Twitter. The hate comments there get more views, negative things get spread faster, and it showed that the AI models are never bad in themselves, like how sci-fi shows or how pessimists think. It depends on who uses those AI models. On the base, every company tries to make them neutral and they become neutral seeing all the chaos and things in the world. But the people trying to use them to use for their work decide they will be used for good or bad. They could be used for war or for curing cancer. It depends on the person, not the AI model. But that's it for today. My next video will be uploaded soon. You can check out my previous videos if you like this video. Bye bye.